567.
You bastard. And now that we've said it in an LP, we have to do it.
Do we actually have to?
I don't want a LP, dude. Just Cerberus. Nobody deserves a fate that cruel. Except baby Donald Trump, but not even him.
Who deserves it?
Our next president, Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, you see, if this game was Jojo Cerberus, we've already been watching a cutscene for the past 15 minutes. Vincent would have, pretty gently caressed an 8-year-old girl. It would have been a great time would have been had by all, except people watching the video. It would have been horrible.
See, this is anime. This is believing so hard that the crystal just explodes and Galuf reverses reality itself using the power of believing in himself.
He absorbs the raw power of red and yellow and starts glowing pink.
That actually happens to me sometimes.
And now he's turned into a samurai again. And a zombie samurai.
That reminds me of the Nintendo Entertainment System classic, Zombie Warrior, which is about a giant decapitated samurai head that goes through the streets of New York City and attacks aliens. It's actually an excellent game. By excellent, I mean terrible.
In different news, I actually really love Final Fantasy V's version of the Decisive Battle, which is this song right now. It's fucking awesome.
That's not so much a version of the Decisive Battle as in up until FF7, Uematsu called all of his songs the same thing.
That is also true.
That's probably because he went senile. Speaking of senility, Galuf cannot die in this fight because he's transcended his walking cane and became a samurai badass.
Yeah,
even though he's still trying to seduce X-Death this entire time, which is a little bit questionable.
He has become the lobster puncher, like the god of lobster punching. Like, just...
Yeah, what? Why does RNG keep giving you the MP training thing?
You see, and then an X-Death hits you with a vacuum cleaner in the head, but it doesn't kill Galuf because he's immune to vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
Now, if this was Final Fantasy IV, X-Death would be Tella, and casting all these spells in such quick succession would cause him to run out of MP because Galuf's already drained all his MP, and he just die.
Yeah.
Now you're confusing Tella for someone useful.
X-Death isn't useful, he just wants to destroy the world. That's not useful to anybody.
I'm pretty sure that's useful.
It's useful to X-Death.
So, you see, Galuf was like, wow, you just hit me with the most powerful spells in the game. Let me try to seduce you.
Well, hey, like, he's going to fuck that tree even if it kills him.
Alright, well, time to take that
Actually, he's gonna drain himself. Actually, I wonder what would happen then. Yeah, that would be like a huge logic bomb if killed X-Death with a drain attack, and that caused Galuf's health to be restored so that he doesn't die. But that's not what happens in this video. In this video, they both die.
I'm pretty sure the exact same thing happens regardless.
And meanwhile, the crystals have decided, fuck this, we want to destroy the world too.
Yeah, like, they need to cleanse the world of weeb shit.
Then why...
so
that's why they're going with X-Step, so they can go after him first.
Yeah.
And then they can get rid of Galuf and his believing in himself.
And as X-Death flies away, and in his magical spaceship, the crystals whisper into your ear, your waifu is trash. Meanwhile, this is a sad scene, though.
Yeah.
Well,
This
in
is
the
actually-
end, isn't waifus and trash all FF5 is about? Because, I mean, come on, look at this. You know, I think we know who's going to replace Galuf.
It's gonna be the Murgle.
Yes,
I know,
it's
actually, it's gonna be one of the
it's
first.
going to be the Moogle, and Bart is now traveling with a bunch of princesses. Because the Moogle is also a princess. Just gotta throw that out there.
Yes, she is Princess Moglina of Muggleton.
And apparently, when I was allowed to say the word "die" in Final Fantasy V, it's like Galuf explodes, and it's very sad.
You can tell because sad music is playing.
Well, if there weren't any really serious scenes in Final Fantasy V, we have Butts traveling around with 3 princesses. It's basically one step removed from a harem anime. And that's the last thing we need right now.
Yeah.
I thought the last thing we need right now would be the monster girls in the harem anime.
That would only be a problem if Bart's was somehow replaced with Hex.
Well, it's Final Fantasy V. If you believe hard enough, anything can happen.
Why this? Why me?
Honestly, I'm more astounded that you haven't kicked all of us from the call yet.
That would require me actually, leaving, I'd have to, minimize the video, and that's...
Sounds like you're typing, so we've muted your mic.
Thank you, Google Hangouts.
That was actually the sound of me trying to say something. I know I sound a bit like typing. Often people confuse that for me. I'm just walking down the street and I'm saying something to someone and they're like, wow, did you hear that typewriter? Clicky clacking? Oh wait, that was just you talking.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for muting you.
Yeah, Scafe is a robot.
Meanwhile, the sad thing's still going on.
Another anime thing happens.
Yes.
And now Cryle is a
Cryle
magic.
has learned all
Yeah.
of Galuf's abilities, except for the ability to grow a beard.
Yes.
Oh no, she has that ability. Just wait for the next portrait that shows up on screen.
Yeah. See, totally a beard. Totally
Exactly.
a beard.
I'm sure this joke would work better if any of us knew how to use video editing software.
Yeah. I might try. I could.
This is what you do. You find a picture of just some guy with a beard, and you cut out the beard using scissors on your computer, right? You get the scissors on your computer screen, right? You put the scissors in, you cut out the stuff from the beard, yeah, and then you take out the piece of screen you took out, and you tape it onto the other place on your screen when you're video editing, right?
Yes.
Right, and you need to get some tape, right? Obviously.
Yeah, you need to get the duct tape from Walmart in the display that was probably duct taped together by a minimum wage employee because it's Walmart. And they just duct tape all their displays together and it freaking sucks. Walmart is garbage.
I don't think that's really
ignore
revelation.
all of that and replace all the portraits with Xehanort.
Yeah. Because that is canon. Hashtag
I
canon.
hate Kingdom Hearts. I hate Kingdom Hearts, the storyline, by the way. I don't think that's the time to talk about that. Unless we want to...
No, this is absolutely not the right time to talk about Kingdom Hearts.
One does
As
not
we know,
like
somebody
the Kingdom
died.
Hearts storyline. It's an experience.
It's like... if you say it's an experience, it's like going to a fancy restaurant, and you order the steak or whatever, and it turns out they just gave you a can of tuna. And for some reason, there's a whole bunch of people who keep shouting darkness inside the can of tuna at you. And that's what the Kingdom Hearts storyline is like.
And
Please
the
be
can of
looking
tuna
forward
has
to
a beat.
Please be looking
And
forward
then-
to it.
And then every 5 minutes, the can of tuna gets switched for a different can of tuna, and someone screams "Dream Drop" at you.
Well, he's not wrong. That is about as much sense as Kingdom Hearts makes.
That is true, yeah.
And then you know, you're trying to drink your water, but it never heals you because it's Donald.
What? I have no words. Escape. What?
I've seen some things. Okay.
You've seen some shit?
You go down to one house like Donald. You got full MP. Heal me. Donald casts thunder on the yellow floating guy who's immune to lightning. Thank you, Donald. You're my hero.
Now what you do is, what he does is he waits for you to get hit, then he starts casting.
Exactly. What a hero.
Yeah. Report Donald for Noob Vader.
That's right. That's how I always replace Donald with one of the useless party members. And also, he gives you the worst transformation in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
That thing is worthless.
Yeah. Wisdom Form sucks. Yeah.
I don't know, Wisdom Form, you know, at least it improves your Reflect, and Reflect is the best thing ever in Kingdom Hearts 2.
No, the best spell ever in Kingdom Hearts 2 is the X button, which is the only spell you ever need to cast in Kingdom Hearts 2. Occasionally you cast the circle button, and very rarely do you press the triangle button in very predictable sequences.
You press triangle more than you press circle.
It's probably true. I forgot that you spend the first 5 hours of that game pressing triangle to stick posters on the walls.
Yes. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a great game, except for the intro. The 5-hour intro. Or however long it is.
It's like 5 hours. The first time you play it and you realize that you don't know what you're doing, it is like 5 hours. You don't realize you could just skip the whole stupid get the money sequence.
Yeah.
But think of all the AP you miss out on if you do that.
You missed 2 OP. Who cares?
Yeah, like 2 AP by endgame's like nothing, isn't it?
50% of the abilities in Kingdom Hearts 2 are worthless anyway. It's really nice.
That's true. A lot of them are just situational bullshit.
What, you don't like mashing the X button to fly around and then suddenly orbs appear around you for no reason, and
that orb
now you're in the air and you're spinning around in circles all because of these abilities you've equipped?
No, the orb thing is
Explosion is the
shit.
Explosion...
You know that orb ability is useless.
No, Explosion is the strongest finisher in that game.
No, it looks stupid. Therefore it's useless.
No!
Yep, it looks completely stupid.
Oh my god.
I don't think you could argue with this. It just looks. I mean, if you're gonna be, anyway.
No, the best finisher is just the standard thrust forward, because at the end of the Armored Xemnas battles, it looks like you're stabbing him in the crotch.
Which